The biggest myth in job search is that you apply to a job and that some AI reads it and just throws it in a trash can. And I have, in the last couple of weeks, have done a deep dive into these applicant tracking systems, ATSs. And I can tell you that for the most part, that doesn't happen. And when it does happen, it doesn't happen the way that you think. My name is Morgan. I created a software called All the Jobs, which is a job search automation tool. I'm also writing a book called How to Get a Job in 2025. So like I said, I did a big deep dive into how applicant tracking systems work. And I took a deep dive into 5, and I found one that even has a feature that's even remotely like that. So Taleo, Taleo, that applicant tracking system, has a feature where a recruiter, someone in HR can say, okay, anyone who doesn't have this job title, this years of experience with this job title, I want you to automatically reject them. And so what it does is that you upload your resume, it parses out your resume, so it pulls all of that information, and it does those AI calculations behind the scenes. I was unable to find out how it works. I mean, of course, it's kind of proprietary information, but it does say that it uses, 2 million data points, but it's able to match the requirements, and those requirements have to be proactively given to them by the recruiter. And so the recruiter would say, okay, they would set those requirements, and then it would kind of put them there. But I can also tell you that this feature has to be turned on proactively. It doesn't just come out of the box. And that many recruiters are skeptical of this kind of work for a couple of reasons. They're worried that the AI would have some kind of bias. And also, these applicant tracking systems don't have the greatest history of having, really solid technology in that way. So even if you're applying to a job through Taleo, that doesn't necessarily mean that they have that feature turned on. But I can tell you, when you're applying for a job and those questions beforehand, like, are you eligible? Are you over 18? Are you eligible to work in the United States? Those are called knockout questions. And most of the time, those questions are set to get rid of people before, they even go down there. So I want you to pay attention to those questions. That should be a big, hey, I need to make sure that I'm answering this question right. And if you're not going to answer that question right, then I might ask a question like, is it worth it for me to apply to this job? They're called knockout questions specifically because they're there to knock people out, of the running. So in terms of, automatically rejecting, all ATSs have those knockout questions, and that's what I would be paying attention to. All right, good luck.